Thank you for calling Virginia 811. This is Lauren. How may I help you?
Both E911 operators and damage prevention specialists at Virginia 811 take calls all day long. Many of those calls are people who are in dire need of services that will provide them with help and safety.
Roanoke City 911.
Two separate agencies, but with similar missions, all dedicated to public safety. And now, these two organizations will be working under one roof here at the Blue Hills Communication Center in Roanoke.
No different than a 911 center. So you look at culturally, our employees walk through the same doors and eat at the same tables as 911 operators, dispatchers. So we do have that same sense of public safety that they would have.
Both agencies were in desperate need for more up-to-date facilities for technology, stability, and resiliency. So with a shared vision, both Virginia 811 and E911 started designing a state-of-the-art communication center that would serve the needs of the public. But what they built turned out to be so much more.
We realized we weren't building a call center, we were building a data center. Everything is very robust. This room has been designed to NFPA standards for a 911 center. It has a double ceiling, it's bulletproof walls, everything is redundant.
The brains of this building is unheard of. I mean, the redundancy and the resiliency that we have here will ensure that we stay up and running for those 911 calls that come in.
Together, they build an infrastructure that would ensure critical services would not be disrupted by being part of what is called a Sonnet Ring.
We have Verizon, we have Cox, and we have Roanoke Valley Broadband Authority, all that come into this room. We are actually a part of the Sonnet Ring for all three of these. They come into one side of the building and go out the other, and we connect the ring between us. We are not a node off of a ring, we are actually the ring in this building.
An infrastructure that was possible by sharing costs.
We understand the importance of the 911 dispatch function in terms of providing that vital link between our citizens and our first responders. We certainly recognized that the space that they currently occupied was not suitable or conducive to having a good environment for our employees. So the fact that we were able to partner with Virginia 811 certainly reduced the overall cost that the city would have incurred if we had built the facility on our own.
So when it came down to designing the building, it was important that both organizations come together with a shared vision.
We corridored off different sections, so it became yours, mine, and ours. And I can show you through what's 911, what's 811, and what is shared.
Former CEO and founder Rick Povarsky shows us around the building with that goal in mind.
This is the administration section for the 811 Center, and this is the mine part of the yours, mine, and ours. We designed it with a boardroom right here, a meeting room that we have.
Right outside of the boardroom, a shared outdoor space for working or relaxing. Next to the boardroom are offices for Virginia 811 team members, which is mirrored on the other side of the building for the 911 staff. In between are several shared spaces.
This is a joint meeting room between 811 and 911. The table itself is kind of it's interesting. There was a pin oak tree that sat right where our boardroom currently sits, and when we had the tree cut down, we had it milled, and we used the lumber for both this table and also in our lunchroom for a bar table. We thought it was very nice to try to preserve that tree and bring it back into the building that occupied the same space.
The lunchroom is another shared gathering space with plenty of indoor and outdoor seating, cooking and countertop space, and TVs displaying the latest news, weather, and sports. Attached to the lunchroom, training space that also serves as an emergency operations center.
It ties back into, there's radio communication, ties back into Richmond and to Virginia Department of Emergency Management. We had Lee Hartman do all the audio-visual in this room, and it's completely designed with different monitors to be able to pull up different screens during an emergency.
Also shared between the E911 and Virginia 811 is this fitness center.
Ever since Virginia 811 first came into existence 18, 19 years ago, We always promoted exercise and health. We have a wellness committee. So one of the things we want to do in this building is have a very well-equipped exercise room.
But a major focus for both organizations, call centers that not only met their needs, but one that offered an aesthetically pleasing work environment, since both organizations had call centers that were dark, crowded, and gloomy.
The only window on the call floor was my office or the offices along the hallway. So when people would go by, they'd say, "Jackie, please leave your blinds open so I can see outside and see the weather." We thought, wow, it would really make a nice feel to bring the outdoors in so people could feel like they were enjoying the beautiful area with the hiking and the mountains and all the things that we're known for as an outdoor community.
We are keenly aware that when we respond to citizens or when they call us, it is usually a life or death situation. So having a new facility and being able to expand as far as our consoles and having more dispatchers and additional training, we will be able to continue our level of service for our citizens.
Today, both call centers are open, bright, and offer plenty of space. The Virginia 811 call center was designed to resemble an outdoor hiking trail with a path that meanders through the call floor. And built right in plain sight, a constant reminder of what they're protecting every single day.
Now we like to bring a lot of the natural colors in, so we have a lot of hues of green, hues of blue, which would represent the sky. And then we also have two beautiful windows that you can look out and see the mountains.
The E911 side also has lots of natural light, workspaces that offer stand-up desks and temperature controls. And both E911 and Virginia 811 have their own quiet rooms where they can relax when needed.
Most people know that when you take a 911 call, it's a stressful situation. It can be stressful. So being able to just be able to decompress and have certain amenities to allow them to just take a breath and be able to answer that next call is very important.
Two separate agencies with similar goals and work ethics, now operating under one roof as they continue their unyielding mission to provide vital services to the public. We'd like to thank the following companies for making this building possible: